is the QTV Nightly News, which is also on Q Radio 103.3 FM, and I am Loliam Kamara. Thank you for joining us. Here are the headlines. After arriving in Makkah from Medina on Wednesday, Gambian pilgrims performed their first tawaf around the Kaaba and completed the ritual between the hills of Safa and Marwa. What began as a simple portrait presentation turned into a life-changing moment for 21-year-old Gambian visual artist Martha Mendy after presenting a strikingly drawn portrait to Q Group Chairman and CEO of QCell, Mohammed Jah. The young artist received praise for her creativity and determination. The Korea Partnership for Innovation for Agriculture, (KOPIA), is scaling up its dry season rice production activities across the Central River Region South as part of efforts to boost seed multiplication ahead of the 2026 rainy season. On Friday, in a proactive move to support and encourage vendors, the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, Fatou Kinte, visited and toured grounds and the store at the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industries 19th edition trade fair in Brussels Bay. Mega Bank Gambia Limited held the first raffle draw of its ongoing Mega Saver promo on Tuesday, rewarding loyal customers with exciting prizes after months of successful savings and deposit mobilization. Those were the headlines. Now the news in detail. Thank you for joining us. After arriving in Makkah from Medina on Wednesday, Gambian pilgrims performed their first tawaf around the Kaaba and completed the ritual between the hills of Safa and Marwa. Babukar Sise reports from Makkah with 2-hour travel and tours.
Dressed in simple white garments, the pilgrims traveled in buses in this 8-hour journey to Medina. Their first stop along the way is Bir Ali Mosque, also known as Zul Hulefa, where pilgrims performed 2 rakas of prayer and formally declared their intention to perform Umrah or Hajj.
Allahumma inni uridul umrata fayassirha li wa taqabbalha.
After this declaration, the atmosphere inside the buses remained spiritual throughout the journey.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Upon arrival in Makkah in the early hours of Wednesday morning, the pilgrims checked into Park Royal Hotel before assembling outside to walk to the Kaaba to perform Tawaful Qudum, the arrival Tawaf.
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Walking together towards Masjid al-Haram, the pilgrims caught their first glimpse of the Kaaba before performing 7 rounds of Tawaf in prayer and supplication.
إلا بالله العلي العظيم والصلاة والسلام.
After completing Tawaf and offering prayer near Maqam Ibrahim, the pilgrims proceeded to Safa and Marwa, where they walked and ran 7 times between the 2 hills in remembrance of Hajra's search for water.
وسبحان الله العظيم وبحمده الكريم بكرة وأصيلا ومن الليل فاسجد له وسبحه ليلا.
Pilgrims also drank from the Zamzam well before concluding their rituals with collective prayers. Yoruba, Amikole Nyang, and Seku Seka described the experience after completing their first Tawaf.
I always look at television and I see people more roaming around, going around there praying. And then I'm surprised and I say, oh, thank God. Today I am here myself. Today, not television, I'm seeing my own eyes. And then I'm going tomorrow. By these days, I will go to touch the Kaaba and to pray there for every Gambian, for every human being.
It's a blessing because not everybody can come and see it. People have money, but they cannot come.
When I first saw the Kaaba, I cried. If Allah grants me another chance at life and returns me to this world, I will dedicate my entire life to promoting Islam and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The pilgrims will now remain in Makkah awaiting the 8th of Dhul Hijjah when they will proceed to Mina for the beginning of the Hajj. Babakar Sise, QTV News, Makkah al-Mukarram.
What began as a simple portrait presentation turned into a life-changing moment for 21-year-old Gambian visual artist Martha Mendy after presenting a strikingly drawn portrait to Q Group Chairman and CEO of QCell Mohamed Jah. The young artist received praise for her creativity and determination in recognition of her talent. Jah gifted her a laptop, router and a scholarship to support her education. Julden Jai reports.
You're right.
Martha Mendy.
Good,
This is Mrs. Jah.
That's Mrs. Jah.
That's Martha's sister Mary.
That's the sister.
There was excitement and admiration as young Gambian visual artist Martha Mendy unveiled a portrait of Q Group Chairman Mohamed Jah, marking another important milestone in her growing artistic journey. The skillfully drawn portrait attracted praise from many at the presentation, including the chairman himself, who expressed gratitude and admiration for the artwork. Speaking at the event, Martha explains her decision to draw the portrait of Mohamed Jah.
To celebrate your legacy. This is more than art. It's a reflection of your leadership and related also to progress. From transforming technology to innovating and supporting in national development and also empowering the communities. You are more than a masterpiece, and this artwork reflects who you are. So when words can't speak, arts can. So I did this to celebrate your legacy.
In response, Mohamed Jah applauded the young artist for her creativity and determination, encouraging her to commercialize her talent and pursue greater opportunities through her craft.
I'm really humble. I didn't know that I've done such work to deserve such a beautiful painting. I don't think so. But yes, as you said, we are in a journey. Maybe we are just starting, but a lot of things are coming on the way. So I want to thank you for the time you took to do this beautiful. I think the picture is more beautiful than reality. But my wife can judge that.
Aissatou Seka Jah, the executive director of the Q Group Foundation, also congratulated Martha for what she described as a well-crafted and impressive work of art.
I was actually touched that it was a young person that did this, and it's a lady. So we are very, very happy, and we are very honored by this painting, and we wish that this will be. It looks like you're just starting your art career, and we hope that you will go places with this. So we are praying for you.
In terms of your education career,
you have 2 more years to go.
Yeah. When you send her your credentials, then we will pay for you, and then we will also give you a router, internet, free router with internet, so that you can also go online and have more tutors, to learn more about what you're doing. Whatever we can do to encourage you. And a laptop, we give her also a laptop.
Thank you so much. I have a lot to learn.
It's enough. We don't want us to ask.
Before the presentation, we visited Martha at her home to learn more about the young artist whose work is gradually attracting public attention. Her artwork is not created in a modern studio or fully equipped workshop. Instead, Martha has transformed the only available dining table in her home into a workspace.
When I was looking at my gallery, I saw a flyer, musician flyer. So I loved the picture of the artist there. I was like, this picture would be so nice to draw. My siblings were like, you think this is art and craft? You think you can draw a human being and have it? So I sat down, I challenged myself. I went to the shop, I bought a paper and a pencil. I challenged myself, I draw for 8 complete hours. I stand up for 8 complete hours and draw. And then at the end, erasing, drawing, erasing until I get the person, the actual way he is. And then I posted it on my socials. People start celebrating, this is so good, if you focus, this is something great.
Since then, Martha has drawn several prominent personalities, including politicians, businessmen, artists, actresses, and diplomats. Despite the growing recognition surrounding her work, Martha believes she is still far from achieving her full potential.
With even the chairman's portrait, I rate myself 50%, 50 over 100, because where I want to be insanely creative. I want to be doing hyper-realistic work. I want people to always doubt that this is an artwork.
Despite all the attention she's getting, she's also told us about her biggest challenges.
I've never owned an exhibition because I don't have sponsors. I don't have investors. So that is a challenge for me. And also getting materials I want, because I save and get supported. I'm lucky that I'm supported by my fan base.
Miss Mandy also revealed how she developed her artistic skill.
I'm a self-taught artist, but I learned from YouTube. I watch videos on YouTube, know the type of pencils to use.
Her siblings, Fatima Mendy and Michael Mendy, also expressed pride in her dedication and progress as an artist.
Earlier, when she came up with these ambitions of her, we all doubted her at home. So when we gave her that task, she did it and everyone was amazed. And here she is today, celebrating people with the pencil, as we call her, the pencil girl.
I'm proud of my sister, very, very proud of her, because she's doing things that people don't believe that she can do it. Understand? She's breaking records, she's setting standards, and she's setting the family's name high. So we are very, very proud of her.
From turning a dining table into a workshop to presenting portraits to some of the country's notable personalities, Martha Mendy is steadily building a name for herself through determination, creativity, and hard work. Reporting for QTV News, I am Julden Yai.
Lovely portrait by Martha. Now, the Korea Partnership for Innovation for Agriculture is scaling up its dry season rice production activities across the Central River Region South as part of efforts to boost seed multiplication ahead of the 2026 rainy season. Usman Jada visited key production sites with Kopia to assess progress on the ground.
In the early hours of Thursday morning, Kopia field teams are actively carrying out the manual identification and removal of undesirable plants, commonly referred to as off-types, as well as diseased and volunteer plants. The latter refers to plants that grow unintentionally from seeds or tubers left behind in the soil from previous crop cycles. They often act as alternative hosts for pests and viruses which can threaten subsequent crops. The practice is essential for maintaining genetic purity, preventing physical contamination, and controlling the spread of pest and crop diseases in seed production fields. A rice researcher with Africa Rice, Sang Berkeley, joined Kopia technicians in the field to support and strengthen the ongoing operations.
They have different characters showing in the field, so we have to remove it. Should we remove it for pure rice seed productions? Why pure seed is important? High yielding, good qualities.
Within the Central River Region South, along the Jahali Pacha rice irrigation scheme, farmers continue to cultivate rice under the Kopia program. However, as the season progresses, some farmers are reporting challenges related to water availability in parts of the scheme. Kopia Gambia Administrator Dr. Lamin Sani acknowledged the concerns raised by farmers in the area.
They don't have access to water. So it's making transplanting impossible. You can see the field, even those that are transplanted, they are totally dry. So crops are suffering. Maybe we have to be conscious about the area they wanted to cultivate. If access to water is a problem, then we'll try to minimize the number of hectares that is allocated to them.
In Manila and Fanli, farmers have already planted the KF39 Korean rice variety introduced through the program. Among them are seed grower Bangali Kante and farmer Tigai Mani, both beneficiaries of COPIA support.
Previously, I used to cultivate only 1.5 plots. But since COPIA came, I now farm up to 10 plots. We thank God for the support from COPIA. They provided us with rice seedlings, plowing services, herbicides, and pesticides, which help us greatly during the rainy season.
Meanwhile, the National Seed Secretariat NSS, a key partner in the program, is carrying out field inspections across seed production sites. The exercise is a critical requirement for the certification of seed growers and ensuring quality control in rice production. Lead seed certification agent Fatoumata Sawane is heading the inspection team.
We first see the field, the sanitation of the field, whether the field is clean or not, and we also observe the off-types, the diseased plants, and the weeds.
With the 2026 rainy season fast approaching, COPIA says its intensified dry season activities are aimed at ensuring the availability of high-quality seed and improving rice productivity across key production zones. Osman Jata, QTV News.
We'll now go for a commercial break. When we return, we have more national news stories to stay tuned. Welcome back, and this is QTV News, and I am Loli M. Camara. On Friday, in a proactive move to support and encourage vendors, the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, Fatou Kinte, visited and toured grounds and the stall at the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industries 19th edition trade fair in Brussels. Mam Nabuka was there and seen our reports.
Set to last from April 25th to May 24th, the 19th edition trade fair is the country's largest commercial exhibition to date, featuring over 500 stalls and hosting vendors from various countries across the globe offering food, clothing, furniture, handicrafts and everyday essentials among various other items. The Minister of Gender, Fatou Kinte, interacted with dozens of business owners examining their produce and local crafts.
Ça c'est 20 000. 20 000. 20 000. Ça aussi? Ça c'est 35 000. 35 000. Wow. 255. Yeah. 255. Voilà. Dollars. Okay. Yeah. They're good stuff.
This is the argan oil normally,
yes.
but this one is the argan cream.
The cream, yes.
So it only grows in Morocco. You just do it like this. Now you'll become 20 years younger.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Try to touch like this.
Oh, yeah, it's very smooth.
Smell it.
Nice.
Minister Kinte also attentively listened to the challenges the vendors face and offered words of comfort and encouragement.
I think maybe if the program should go back to the February program, so those who come from the Europe, because they come down because of this program, but more especially, and before they go, they buy things from us before they go. So definitely before we come this time around, they've all gone, which makes the trade fair to be very, very dull.
Senegalese who see Senegal and the Gambia as one. We were initially so disappointed by this trade fair that we almost protested. The high cost and increased ticket prices meant very few customers and no profits, and the lack of official media or authority visits made us feel ignored. Your arrival today has completely lifted our spirits.
We've heard about some challenges, and we are sharing that with members of the board of GCCI, and together we can improve on that.
During strolls across stalls, Minister Kinte came across young vendors who raised complaints she wanted to address.
But they're concerned
about the Gambia having its own testing facility. And I've told them not to worry, because we are working on a food and medical testing lab. Hopefully, for the next state fair, it will be complete.
While the tour allowed the minister to interact with numerous vendors, the visit also served as a critical monitoring exercise for the ministry's own grassroots initiatives, with visits made to observe the beneficiaries of the Women Enterprise Fund, who are supported by her ministry through low-interest revolving loans. Minister Kinte shared how impressed she is to see what the women have made out of the little they were given.
The loan we are giving out to the women is not much, but they have been able to multiply that. And as a result, today we are seeing what they are doing. They are not only employed, but they are employing more hands to support them.
As the trade fair draws to a close, Minister Fatou Kinte shed light on the significance of holding initiatives such as this.
Well, you can exhibit your fair, your produce, you can sell, but most important is the networking and the partnership.
Minister Fatou Kinte's visit left trade fair vendors with a renewed sense of hope and belief in its sustained success. Mamna Buka, reporting for QTV News.
Mega Bank Gambia Limited held the first raffle draw of its ongoing Mega Saver promo on Tuesday, rewarding loyal customers with exciting prizes after months of successful savings and deposit mobilization. Yafatu Gay tells us more.
Mega Bank is a winner bank. Anybody who has a winner, try to do Mega Bank.
The promotion, which ran from October 2025 to March 2026, was launched to encourage a saving culture among customers while appreciating those who continue to trust the bank as their financial partner. Tresor Bongombe is Megabank's managing director.
Today's draw demonstrates our commitment to transparency, fairness, and customer satisfaction. More importantly, it reflects our appreciation to customers who continue to believe in the Megabank brand.
The raffle draw for 7 shortlisted customers led to the selection of 3 lucky winners. Bank officials say this is the first of many raffle draws planned under the Mega Saver promo, where customers will continue to win various exciting prizes. The prizes presented during the first draw included a microwave oven, a 50-inch smart TV, and a Tabaski RAM. The second winner, Ismaila Sanyang, won the 50-inch smart TV and thanked the bank for recognizing and rewarding customers.
This raffle came at the right time for me. I am truly grateful to Megabank for this opportunity and for consistently creating ways to support and reward its customers. The bank is not only providing financial services, but also showing genuine appreciation for its customers and encouraging us to keep saving. I want to sincerely thank Megabank for this initiative and for the positive impact it is making in people's lives.
The first winner, Babukar Toure, received a microwave oven, while the grand prize winner, Papa Samba Jabi, took home a Tabaski RAM. Head of Consumer and Commercial Banking, Philippa A. Cole, explained the purpose of the Mega Saver promo campaign and the bank's efforts to encourage customers to develop a stronger saving culture.
All qualifying participants were selected through a careful monitoring process to ensure equal opportunities for everyone. This is not only the beginning of the campaign. We anticipate greater participation, strong deposit growth, and many more winners from different parts of the world.
The raffle draw brought excitement among customers and staff as the bank reaffirmed its commitment to rewarding loyal customers across the country. Megabank Gambia Limited is a fully Gambian-owned commercial bank focused on delivering reliable and convenient banking services through experienced professionals and internationally accepted banking standards. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafatu Gay.
That story by Yafatu Gay brings us to the end of this news bulletin. Do join us again tomorrow at 8 p.m. for more news. Thanks for watching.